So, if this film is successful, are they going to do another one called Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice? What? Nothing? Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Davey Deathray here. And that's right, can't stop, won't stop. We've got another teaser trailer, so let's get right into it. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice is the highly anticipated follow-up to a little picture that Tim Burton did with Michael Keaton back in the 80s. Some of you might have heard of it. Anyways, we've got a legacy sequel with some of the original cast coming back, and I'm pretty excited to see what they've cooked up for us here in this teaser. Real quick before we get going, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the Beetlejuice teaser trailer, and if you're looking forward to this one. The film reunites Tim Burton with Michael Keaton, Catherine O'Hara, and Winona Ryder. And we've also got Jenna Ortega and Justin Theroux thrown in the mix, so without any further ado, let's dive right in. All right. Here we go. Familiar thus far?
Daylight come and we want to go.
Love her.
Daylight come and we want to go. Me say day, me say day, me say day, me say day, me say day.
Goosebumps again.
The juice is loose.
All right. Yeah, another little teaser, kind of like, the teaser that we got with Alien Romulus was really fun, kind of like that. So I'll get this playing in the background here just so we can kind of review and have a little chat. Yeah, really tugging on the nostalgia, nostalgia sells. I feel like everyone's saying that lately, and it's true, but it doesn't mean that it's got to be diminished. The film can still be great. Really, what we've got here is not much in the way of where the story's gonna go. It just sort of seems like they're hitting all the points to, make us feel like it's familiar to the original, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It kind of reminds me of the little, the Ghostbusters Afterlife teaser trailer that came out, a little bit before that film came out, where it was sort of like, hey guys, remember this thing from the 80s? We're gonna show you some stuff that you remember. The attic and the little town within the attic. Everything looks, Tim Burton knows how to make a film look stylistic. He, especially when he's passionate about characters, whether or not he's created them, I think he does a really good job of kind of looking at it from a fan's perspective. But he's got the skill, of a director and, an artist. Michael Keaton looks really good here. I loved how he was portrayed in The Flash as Batman, bringing him back. I actually really liked that Flash movie. It was getting dragged before it came out. I had pretty low expectations. I just figured that, it ultimately wasn't going to be that great. All that stuff with Ezra Miller and all that, but I put that aside when I went into the movie. I really loved, Keaton coming back. Every time he was on screen, I was like, please have him and Tim Burton team up for another Batman movie. I still think they can pull that off. However, if they don't do that, coming back for Beetlejuice is amazing too. This has been something that, man, I feel like Burton's been talking about a Beetlejuice sequel early to mid 90s. They talked about like Beetlejuice in Hawaii was some of the stuff that we heard of, which just would be bizarre. I kind of like this whole legacy sequel idea here of bringing back some of the familiar characters, but it's still bathed in mystery. I feel like I've also said that a few times, which is what you want from a trailer. You know, you want enough to whet your appetite, give you a little taste, but also you don't need the whole story blown for you. So I'm feeling pretty good about what we got here. I'll probably play it through another time just so we can take a closer look and, you know, make sure I'm not missing something. Every now and then when I watch these videos back, I'm like, hey dude, you had this thought and you didn't say it. But really nice shots here. You know, bringing back the Deo song is, of course, what everyone expects, you know, when you go back and do one of these legacy sequels. It looks like that must be Jeffrey Jones's character getting buried there. I can't remember the character's name off the top of my head. I love Catherine O'Hara. She is awesome. I mean, all the Second City stuff that she did. She was this close to being on SNL, and I think that's their loss that she wasn't brought in. I think Julia Sweeney got picked instead of her, which Julia Sweeney's great too. So it's awesome when somebody doesn't necessarily rise to that level, and then they're able to still find something else. Like Kristen Wiig was almost Sweet D in It's Always Sunny, but she didn't get that role, and then she got SNL after. So, you know, talented people are going to find a way to get work. Catherine O'Hara, you know, probably the first time I saw her was in Home Alone, which is, you know, such a huge movie from my childhood. So love seeing her come back. She looks great. Keaton looks awesome. Everyone knows how talented and hot Jenna Ortega is as far as, you know, a performer in Hollywood. It just seems like everything she attaches herself to, she really embodies the role and brings it. So it's really cool to see her brought into the mix. We don't really get anything with Justin Theroux. I'd imagine he must be Winona Ryder's love interest or husband or something like that. So yeah, not too much to go off of, but I think it looks pretty dang good. This is one where maybe I do want to see a little bit more of a trailer, just because they kind of hit us on all the nostalgia points there, but we don't really get much in way of where the plot might be leading. So I'm curious to know a little bit more, whereas in some of these other reactions I've done, I'm kind of like, stop, that's enough, don't do too much. And I'm not asking them to blow everything, I just want a little, you know, a couple more breadcrumbs there along the trail. Yeah, but guys, let me know what you think in the comments section below. Is this a good teaser for you? Does this make you want to see more? Does this make you want to get your ticket right now? Have you been looking forward to this one for decades like so many fans of the original? I know my wife Kate, the original Beetlejuice is one of her favorite films. I'm sure she's going to be really excited about checking this one out, and I'd imagine we're going to go to the cinema and do just that. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for dropping by. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. Until next time, I've been and will continue to be Davey Deathray. Take care.